So, AirPods Max. Phone call quality should be a no-brainer, right?
You'll be surprised.
Stick around for a real conversation. Goedendag, we're DHRME.
Dope.
Humans.
Reviewing
Mechanical.
equipment. Let's get started with the phone call quality. We are going to be running the Sony, the Bose and the AirPods Max through our 3 environment tests: quiet, noisy cafe sounds and windy conditions.
And in order to keep you unbiased, we're going to have you listen to the samples for yourself and let us know in the comments down below which you think were the best for phone calls.
But if you want to hear our thoughts, then you know the drill. Skip forward to the relevant YouTube chapter down below.
Quiet conditions, Bose 700. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. WH-1000 XM4. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. AirPods Max. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, this is the Bose 700 in a noisy coffee shop. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Sony WH-1000 XM4. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Bose 700, windy conditions. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. WH-1000 XM4. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. AirPods Max. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3.
So, starting off with quiet conditions. We've got to say you almost can't go wrong with any headphones.
Yeah.
Especially being flagships of their respective brands.
Yeah. But the best of the bunch has got to be the Bose 700s and the AirPods Max. The voice clarity was just very clean, whereas the Sony did fine, but the voice did sound less clean and a bit, rough around the edges.
Now, it starts to get interesting when we move to the simulated noisy cafe environment.
The winner here is hands down the Bose 700, as they were the best in suppressing the background sounds, whereas on the Sony and the AirPods, the cafe sounds were a lot more prominent.
All three did ensure the caller was audible, but the difference lies in the ability to cancel out that background noise.
Yeah. And as for the windy conditions, both the Bose and the AirPods are very similar. You hear the wind blowing at the headphones, but the caller is still audible in all directions.
The Sony XM4s are not far behind and lose a point only because they struggled with the left ear cup, creating disturbance in the caller's voice.
So that's what we thought. The overall winner is the Bose 700. I don't know what it is, but those folks at Bose, they've really nailed this whole phone call thing down, because we reached the same conclusion with our in-ears and the Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds.
And the AirPods Max, a close second, again the same conclusion we had with the in-ear AirPods Pro. And because it's Apple, you will have that seamless switchover if you're connected to a MacBook and you get a phone call on your iPhone.
Other than pure phone call quality, let's not forget the fuck-man controls. You've got the basic controls on the AirPods Max. Using the digital crown, you can answer, end or reject calls, adjust volume, pick up and end a second incoming call, and also you get the ability to send the call from your headphones over to your phone. But that's it.
Sony's XM4 can do most of what the AirPods can, except for being able to answer and end a second incoming call.
So the Bose 700s can do the basics, except answering and ending a second incoming call or sending the call to your phone. But the feature that the Bose 700 gives you, which I personally find very useful, is the ability to mute the microphone from the headset itself.
And another feature to mention when it comes to the phone call experience is the ability to hear your own voice. Bose gives you the ability to adjust what they call self-voice in the app, but Sony and Apple don't. Meaning on Sony, you'll have ambient mode kick in when on a call, and with the AirPods Max, you can either choose to be on ANC or transparency.
At the hefty price tag of the AirPods Max, it doesn't offer anything extraordinary, but it gets the basics right, which we can expect.
You've been calling on us for more tests.
And we've been DHRME.
Namaste.
Namaste.